Ok, então. Não, volta. Ué? Oxi! Esse jogo tá ficando maluco. HUD. Sim. Foco em movimento. Vamos, tá, ok. Geralmente não gosto de gravação de filme, vamos deixar. Legenda tá ativada, comentários em vídeo não. Aumentar o tamanho da fonte, vou deixar assim por enquanto. Se eu achar que tá pequeno, eu aumento. Ok, então. Acho que de resto tá tudo tranquilo, velho. Cara, por que eu... Cara, esse jogo tá tirando uma com a minha cara, velho. Tem hora que eu tô apertando aqui os bagulhos, não vai. Não vai entender esse jogo, mano. Será que esse jogo é daqueles que é meio bugado aqui quando eu faço stream pro PC? Será que eu vou ter que meter o controle plugado no PC, cara? Vamos ver, vai.
Stephen King once wrote that nightmares exist outside of logic, and there's little fun to be had in explanations. They're antithetical to the poetry of fear. In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why, but there can be no explanation, and there shouldn't be one. The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end. My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Olha essa trilha sonora, vagabundo.
I've always had a vivid imagination, but this dream unsettled me. It was wild and dark and weird, even by my standards.
Kendra, jogar o jogo não é jogar 5 minutos não, tá? Jogar o jogo é terminar ele.
Following a typical nightmare pattern, I was late, desperately trying to reach my destination, a lighthouse. For some urgent reason, I couldn't remember. I'd been driving too fast down a coastal road to get there. I'd seen the hitchhiker too late. He was dead. I was convinced they'd put me in jail and I would never see Alice again.
Olha na Michin, pô, só olhar na Michin. Agora se eu olhar na sua ou na sua gamer tag, vai ter Deus Ex e 2 Yakuza zerados.
Suddenly, his body was gone. I was in shock from the crash. I could hardly stay on my feet.
Ok.
I had to go to the lighthouse. I knew there was something important waiting for me there.
Vou pegar aquelas garrafas que tá. Nossa, eu não lembrava que o HUD da Loic era tão pequenininho assim, cara. Cara, eu juro que eu não lembrava que era tão pequenininho aqui, assim. Acho que é por causa dessa versão remaster, acho que eles diminuíram. QR Code, será que eles continuam aqui? Ah, tiraram. Agora tem um livro, né? Tá lá. Esse livro já tava... Esse cartaz estava aí, já não lembro. Porra, estou vendo como a Kendra é bilíngue, né? Fala português e várias bosta.
That's all you're good for. Just look at me. Look at your work.
Ah não, o QR Code era aqui embaixo, né? Será que... Pra onde será que ele te manda? Ó, o Thomas Zane ali. Eu não entendi. Pra onde será que ele te manda? Eu vou pegar aqui. A câmera vai ficar escura durante um tempo, mas eu tô curioso pra ver pra onde que o QR Code me manda hoje em dia. Ah, não quer pegar? Ah, pegou. Ah, eles repostaram os vídeos. Ou esse vídeo é do Control? Não, acho que esse vídeo aqui é do Control. Ele me mandou pra um vídeo no YouTube chamado Visions. Foi postado há 2 anos. Quando esse remaster saiu, né? Um pouco antes. Interessante. Cara, que jogo bonito, hein, velho? Como esse jogo continua bonitão, hein? Caralho. Bugado isso aqui, cara. Tá, vambora, vai.
You missed your deadline. Damn. You can't stop me.
I realized that the hitchhiker was a character from the story I'd been working on.
Tá, ok, vambora.
How does it feel to die by the hands of your own police?
Trapped. There was no way out.
Eles mudaram as paradas sobre o Thomas Zane, não é? Ele era um escritor também, se eu não me engano, e agora eles colocaram ele como cineasta, né? Eu tenho que rever o jogo antigo, mas tenho quase certeza que ele era um cineasta no jogo antigo. Cineasta não, ele era um escritor no jogo antigo, mas tem que rever o game antigo também. Depois eu baixo ele só pra ver, eu tenho o original também, tanto no PC quanto no Xbox. Oxe, por que a câmera virou pra ali?
You are hurt. You should go into the light. You are only safe there. Well done. I have something important to tell you. It goes like this. For he did not know that beyond the lake he called home lies a deeper, darker ocean green, where waves are both wilder and more serene. To its ports I've been. To its ports I've been. Do you understand?
No.
Follow my light. I entered your dream to teach you. The darkness is dangerous. It's sleeping now. When it feels you coming, it will wake up. There's no time. I can only show you the most important thing. The hitchhiker has been taken over by the dark presence. You can't hurt him now. The darkness protects him from all harm. Only light can drive the darkness away and make him vulnerable again. Here, take the light. Turn your flashlight toward him and burn the darkness away. You did it. Now the darkness no longer protects him, but it's still inside, controlling him. He can't be saved. He's still a threat. He is still your enemy. Here, take the gun.
Now you'll die.
Eu não, assiste meu vídeo que vai sair antes do Alan Wake 2 lançar.
Good. You've done well.
Não vou dar spoiler do vídeo, não.
That is all. I will give you back your dream now.
Assista o vídeo.
In the nightmare, a terrible darkness was taking over the world. The lighthouse was the last safe place on Earth.
Meu canal. Caramba! Oxi, o que tá acontecendo com os controles desse jogo, cara? A porcaria parece que tá bugando, meu. Ou isso é coisa do meu controle, ou isso é coisa do jogo que tá zoado, velho. Se for meu controle, fodeu. E nem pra que eu tô economizando lanterna aqui, tá ligado? As paradas que eu pego aqui nem vai pra depois, tá ligado? Eu tô economizando de besteira. Aí eu lembro que tinha uma caneca ali dentro, uma garrafa de café ali dentro. Não tinha uma aqui dentro? Eu tô ficando doido. Tinha certeza que tinha um bagulho de café aqui dentro. Será que eles mudaram de lugar ou eu que tô doido mesmo? Normalmente nem deveria se fazer isso, mas... não tem por que economizar aqui, não. Aqui é só dentro do sonho mesmo, então... só as garrafas de café que contam. Eu não. Eu só tomo leite de macho, Kendra. Que bizarro, cara. Cara, essa câmera tá meio doida, velho. Olha lá. Olha isso. Isso não sou eu, não. Isso é um jogo sozinho. Cara, não, cara, eu tinha certeza que tinha uma garrafa de café aqui antes de entrar no negócio. Eles definitivamente mudaram a localização das paradas. É algum bug com o jogo, talvez com a questão do streaming. Porque não era desse jeito. A cara do Alan ficou um pouco esquisita, né? Na teoria ficou mais parecida com a cara do ator, mas tá estranha.
Baby, just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Cara, realmente tá bugado. Eu vou pegar o controle aqui, vai. Pegar o DS4. Olha isso, cara. Que barulho é esse? Que porra é essa? A Steam? Por que a Steam abriu? Meu Deus do céu. Por que a Steam abriu? Jesus. A Steam abriu por quê? Agora eu tô usando o Xbox ainda, só que ele tá plugado no PC, porque eu achei que podia ser algum bug do software, né? Tipo, porque acontece. Se continuar dando bug, é problema do controle. Mas vamos ver. Obrigado, Eneba, me vendeu uma que bugada.
Let's act like we're on vacation.
A minha esposa aí, ó. Alice.
I want a shot of you with the town in the background.
Sure. I'll even give you a title for the shot. A city boy, moments before he got eaten by a bear. Hi.
Hello there. You picked a good time to visit our town. Deerfest is just 2 weeks away.
Deerfest, huh? Did you hear that, honey?
You have a lovely wife. And if you don't mind me saying, I'm Pat Bain. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I'm Alan Wake.
I won't pretend I don't recognize a famous writer such as yourself, Mr. Wake. A pleasure. I'm an avid reader myself. I hope this isn't too presumptuous of me, but I'm the night host at the local radio station. Any chance I can get an interview?
Look, Mr. Maine, I'm on vacation. In fact, I'd appreciate it if we could keep my being here just between the two of us. I'm sure you understand.
Fair enough. You can trust me to be discreet. Not a hard man to track down if you change your mind, though.
Cara, o jogo realmente tá bem, mas tá bonito. Ainda mais que o remaster não custou caro, né? Tipo, esse remaster custou bem barato. Ele chegou custando acho que R$70, uma parada assim.
Very nice. I got a couple of really good ones. And I see you made a friend. That's cute.
Right. Yeah?
Hey, bestseller, how's my favorite writer? Are you there yet?
Barry. Yeah. Yo, you just got it.
Are the locals giving you trouble? Just say the word and I'll hop on a plane and come make sure that you're left alone, Al.
No, Barry, we're fine.
Great,
Let's see,
great.
that's the last
Just want to make
pass.
sure you feel relaxed and charged. So, how is the place? Has it gotten your creative juices flowing?
Barry, we're just settling in.
Okay, Al. I'll call back later to make sure you're doing okay. And you call me if there's a problem, okay? Okay. Just looking out for you, buddy. Talk to you later.
I love you too, Barry.
You know he's going to be calling you every 5 minutes.
Barry is Barry. I can always turn off the phone.
What did I tell you?
Text message from Barry. He says hi to you too.
Alan, we're here. Come on, let's get back to the car.
We need to stop at the local diner to get the cabin key from the landlord, a Mr. Carl Stuckey. He's waiting for us. I'll go fill her up while you get the key. I'll pick you up here in, say, 15 minutes?
Sure.
Alan, thank you for coming here with me.
I love you too. Go on. I'll promise to behave. I'd forgotten there were still places like this. Towns where everybody knew everybody.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner.
Hi, I was wondering if you could help me. I'm looking for...
Mr. Wake. Alan Wake. Oh, God! I am your biggest fan. I know people say that all the time, but I really am.
I'm glad to hear that.
Rose.
Rose, I'm looking for Mr. Stuckey. Carl Stuckey?
Carl? Oh, of course, Mr. Wake. He must have gone to visit the restroom. He'll be back in a moment. I can't believe it. I've got all your books. I got the cutout from the bookstore when they took it out of the window.
And you keep it here. Well, okay. Good for you. Right. So much for a quiet vacation.
Try the coffee. Just don't blame me when you fall in love, 'cause it'll break your heart when you have to leave.
Rusty here is no longer human. Nothing but black coffee under a thin layer of skin.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Do me a favor, Sonny. I could really use a tune right now. Coconut, number 6 in the jukebox. I'd do it myself, but both of my legs have gone to sleep. Bad circulation. Yeah.
Ele tá mais... O rosto dele tá mais estranho. A teoria é pra estar mais parecido com o rosto do ator, mas ficou mais estranho mesmo.
Unbelievable. It does that. Get stuck. Yeah. You need to give it a good solid whack. Now that's what I'm talking about. Yes.
This is it. I've died and gone to hell.
Don't go in there, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
I think I can handle it, ma'am. I didn't want to wait. I wanted to find Stuckey, to get the key and get out as soon as possible. The waitress was giving me a headache. Overeager fans always did. Hello? Mr. Stuckey?
Carl couldn't make it. Unfortunately, he was taken ill. But I have the key for you and instructions on how to get to the lake.
Okay.
I wish you a good stay in my cabin. I'll come by later to check how you've settled in. And to meet your wife. I insist.
Thanks.
Ah, doido, que ideia sinistra, tá ligado?
Cauldron Lake is a special place. Very inspiring.
Eu tinha ido embora na mesma hora.
Got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This...
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you all right?
The Andersons, they're, local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Bye, Mr. Wake.
Mission accomplished. the key, and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on KBFF.
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years, not since my last book.
Ah, preocupa não, Alan. O homem lá do Game of Thrones lá tá uns 10 anos sem lançar livro, pô.
It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right. Don't
Cara,
worry.
engraçado, né? Literalmente, vai fazer mais de 10 anos que o Alan Wake lançou, né? No caso, são 12 anos do Alan Wake original. E o American Nightmare, acho que é 2012 ou 2013, então seria 10 anos desde de um Alan Wake, né? Deixa eu ver aqui, American Nightmare é de que ano, só pra confirmar. Alan Wake... American Nightmare... Ah, é American Nightmare de 2012, então seriam 11 anos. Caralho, mané. Ah, e o dinheiro da série lá também, né?
Here we go. Let's take a look inside. Come on.
It's dark in there. We need lights. Can you figure out how to get the power on, honey?
Hello? Anyone here?
Porra, se tivesse alguém aí, seria o problema, né, Alan? Porra.
For a moment, the oppressive feel of the nightmare I had seen on the ferry returned.
O menino toma Zane ali.
Damn. The cabin looked like a time capsule from the 60s, or even earlier. I needed to get the power running in the cabin. There had to be a fuse box or a generator somewhere on the island.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one on the ferry. Famous artist, no less. We'll see if we can rope him into an interview later on. Now let's go to the phones. Caller, you're on KBF-FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Why, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it? He's my favorite writer.
Well, Rose, I
just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat Maine on KBF-FM. And now, some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low profile.
Que merda, tá ligado? Porra. Pô, lugar bonito pra caramba aqui, né, velho? Deve ser da hora ficar num lugar assim.
Clear but dark. It looked very deep.
Cara, esse jogo é bizarro de bonito, né, velho? Puta que pariu, tipo... Tem muito jogo atual que não é bonito igual esse aqui, cara.
The power cable goes to that shed over there.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
The lights are on! Good work, honey. I'll freshen up a bit and start settling in.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
The island had once been the site for a love story. Maybe it would be that again. It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work.
Oh, caramba.
I thought we could be happy here.
Deus Ex Machina Divided é maravilhoso. Bonito. Bonito até... é pouco pra aquele jogo.
Alice? Honey?
Alan, I'm upstairs.
Ih,
I have a
rapaz.
surprise for you.
This is the motherfucker sexual reference. Rapaz.
Hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you past...
Damn it, Alice, everyone keeps...
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not... Alan? Alan?
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
O Alan.
God damn it!
I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Damn it. Alice?
Alice? Alice!
The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out.
Alan, where are you? Help!
Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming!
What the hell?
Alan, help me!
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
Keep going, Alan. Wake up.
Alice?
Esse jogo foi a primeira série que eu gravei pro YouTube.
Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot. A Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either. The gas station was my best bet. They'd have a phone I could use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Vamos avançar.
Hello?
Não sei se
Hello?
comento, Kendra.
Someone there?
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night. Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
Ah, pra mim, financiador de cybergolpe polonês tem que ser humilhado mesmo.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Mas quem disse que eu não fico zoando o Lino por causa disso? Eu fico zoando o Lino por causa disso todo santo dia.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident. Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen, I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in...
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey.
Please,
To meet you. Non-refundable reservation deposit required. Fair and square.
Eu não. Tá na conta do Danilo. Do Dovo aí, ó. Não na minha.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed...
Achei que tinha um bagulho ali. Quer dizer, talvez até tenha. Não, tem. Também eu sou produtor de conteúdo, tá ligado? Eu sou obrigado a jogar porcaria de vez em quando. É por isso que de vez em quando eu tenho que equilibrar jogos bons, sabe? Por isso que eu tô jogando Alan Wake, tá ligado? gente equilibra jogos bons com os porcaria que a gente tem que jogar.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Esse jogo quase não tem referência a Stephen King, né? Quase nem tem, né? É a pilha aí, ó. Fala sério.
During your trying, it's the latest.
Yes.
Inclusive, hoje nosso amigo da pilha ainda passou... Nossa Deus, cara. Foi tanta desinformação que, meu amigo... Complicado, viu? Complicado.
Outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick. Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Pô, mano, todo dia eu converso com gente burra, cara. Principalmente no horário aí de 10, 8 e pouco, 10 até umas 3, 4 horas da manhã, cara. Tempo todo, velho. Impressionante isso aí. O bizarro é que a conversa com essas pessoas geralmente só eu falo, elas escrevem, né? Mas a gente consegue, cara. A gente tenta, mas a gente consegue.
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now, she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Eu tô tranquilo. Parece que vocês nunca me viram sem barba, né? Pelo amor, né?
Something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water.
Isso, a água deve estar uma delícia, cara. Geladinha. No 360 eu peguei todas as garrafas de café, mano. E a garrafa de café pra caramba que esse jogo tem. Fiz o jogo todo no 360. Hoje em dia, acho que eu não teria saco pra fazer isso mais, não. Uma parada que... pra mim, pelo menos, fica um pouco claro é que se Alan Wake e o... no caso, Max Payne, se ele fosse uma franquia da Remedy, de direitos autorais dela, os livros que o Alan Wake teria escrito seria do Max Payne. Porque é muito parecido, é muita referência, mas eles não podem usar o nome, né? Aí não colocaram, mas é bem provável que seria o Max Payne.
Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong. Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me.
Porra, eu esquivei, hein? O jogo deu uma roubada legal de mim ali agora, hein? Caramba, viu? Eu esquivei, jogo safado. Não vem com essa não, hein? Não vem não que eu esquivei. Achou da magia uma saga podre, mais ou menos? Cara, achei legal, mas eu queria mais. É muito curtinho, velho. 3 capítulos, meia hora cada um, 1h30 no total. Pô, mal dá pra sentir qualquer coisa, tá ligado? É muito curto. Tinha que ser longo, tinha que ser pelo menos umas 6, 8 horas. Tipo, pô... 1h30 não dá graça, não? Nenhuma. Já jogou muitos CODs? Não, nem gosto de COD, não. Rapaz, complicado. Eu não posso falar porque eu não joguei nenhum dos dois, mas complicado essa informação aí, hein, cara. Complicado. Mas eu não joguei nenhum dos dois, então quem sou eu pra falar? Já jogou o Advanced? Kendra, eu literalmente fiz live do Advanced esse ano. Essa é a pessoa que diz assistir minhas lives, tá vendo?
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up.
Você tá no ensino médio ainda? Que preocupação com a pessoa que tá no ensino médio ainda, com a jovem teria?
I couldn't stay here. There had to be a way to get up there.
Tá uma garotinha juvenil, jovem dinâmica aí, pô.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
Aí sim, agora eu tô com um trabucão, mano. Ô Kenda, se você fala que trabalha, cadê tu comprando os joguinhos então? Por que você tá pedindo pro card aí? Olha como é que a gente pega, hein? Olha como é que a gente pega a pessoa na hipotenusa, tá ligado? Não, Kenda, não compra o Advanced Warfare não, é ruim. O jogo é ruim, não compra não. Você não deve jogar esse jogo não, hein? Ou talvez eu esteja falando que o jogo é ruim justamente porque eu sei que você vai falar isso. E essa virou a minha maneira de te indicar jogos que são bons e você vai falar que gostou só porque eu tô falando que é ruim. Ou eu posso realmente achar ruim e tô só brincando com a sua mente. Fica o seu critério aí, descobrir ou não. Qual é a minha real opinião sobre o jogo? Ué? Por que eu apertei o botão de pular e você não pulou, desgraçado? Miserável, viu?
I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep.
O código Ghost é bom? Não, é ruim. Joga não. Muito ruim.
The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. You listeners know I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and it would keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but just too tough for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, man.
You have a good night now.
first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
Eu acho que eu acabei perdendo uma das páginas, velho. Mas eu não vou ficar voltando. Acho que tem lugar que não dá nem pra voltar, inclusive, né? Cara, eu, sinceramente, não espero nada. Sei lá. Xbox na TGS.
The gas station was closer now.
Acho que eles vão só exibir alguns trailers de algumas coisas, tipo Persona, pra mostrar que tá no Xbox, que vai chegar no Game Pass, esse tipo de coisa. Yakuza. Só pra mostrar, olha, tem no Xbox também. Não é só no PlayStation. Acho que é isso. Tipo, acho que é melhor até tomarem cuidado com as expectativas em cima disso aí. Porra. Queria, viu? Queria um coxudinho de game no Xbox. Oh, como eu queria. Ainda mais no Game Pass, hein? Porra. Jogos da coxudinha são tão caros.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Caralho. Nem vi que tinha esse maluco ali. Pô, mas chamar de gordo é ofensa? Porra. Eu chamo o Leandro de gordão toda hora. Como o Leandro se sente? Sei lá, pô. O cara aguenta um sub de 30 centímetros e não aguenta a piada? Foda, né, velho? que eu já peguei tudo que tinha pra pegar. Acho que não tem mais nada, não, né? Ver se tem alguma coisa aqui pra trás. Tem não.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help, but I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
Aquele capítulo ali ficou pra trás, uma pena.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment, known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot. And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, two new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances Can this gun kill me?
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere. The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. Night Springs.
Eu gosto pra caralho desses episódios de Night Springs, acho muito legal. Sempre paro pra assistir. A pilha já tem tudo, então vambora, velho. Eu esqueci de apertar alguma coisa lá dentro pra poder abrir o portão. Aqui, né?
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come. Assuming I'd reach the lights of the gas station alive.
Tem bala de 12 ali. É só de revólver mesmo, né? Então vambora.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice. After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself. Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. A feeling caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him.
Ai, ai, esse Alan peito de fumante, viu? 15 anos pra poder pegar no lugar. Jurava que tinha alguma coisa pra cá.
I had to get inside the gas station to find a phone to call for help.
Ah, tá bom, Alan. Cala a boca aí, vai. Tô vendo se eu não esqueci nada. Não dá pra entrar, né?
The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now. The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost.
I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen. I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake. Not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
A candy-colored clown they call the Sandman tiptoes to my room every night, and just to sprinkle stardust and to whisper, go to sleep, everything is all right.